Mercer Labs, Museum of Art and Technology in New York City. Sit back and enjoy this experience with us. Everyone starts in this room and you get to put on some fun foot jammies, and this is like your intro into the Immersive Art Museum. Once you get your foot jammies on, you're basically told to take off and go enjoy the museum at your leisure. And this is the first room you get to walk in. If you knew nothing about this place like I did, you'll be quite surprised that the room actually changes. Now that wasn't too surprising, but it caught me off surprise as I was recording and walking around and then getting to see this dove just float in the air, and then everything starts changing. And then at that point, I knew that the rest of this was going to be a ride. Let's sit back and watch. In this section of the museum, the dove is definitely my favorite. I'm a sucker for crowns, so I love this because of crowns, but the little girl reminded me of a scary person off a scary movie called The Shining. So I didn't realize this until actually right now. When I first saw this, I thought it was a snake skin. And then I pieced together this, and that to me looks like an elephant. But when I was there, I thought it was a dog. I love green pastures. It's my favorite thing to look at. But after this showing, it was time to move on to the next exhibit, the art gallery.
Like not being able to feel this, I do it. So that made it hard. Because there were some parts of it where I would do it and then I'm like, okay, did I really fill in this space, or am I semi-painting over what I already did? I think it's whatever people take it as, you know? I think it's in the eye of the beholder.
So I really love these paintings, and my son and I actually decided that we're going to make our own version of these paintings soon, and we might post them, we might not, who knows. You got to make your way upstairs after that one, and boy do I love crowns. But from upstairs you get to see the view of the first exhibit that you got to see, and then you got to move on to the next one after that. As you set to travel to the next exhibit, you got to go through this hall of mirrors. There's mirrors on the floor, mirrors on the ceiling as well. Now this exhibit is in my top 3 of the entire museum. They call this the 1 million lights, and you're not allowed to touch them, or the million light show. Yeah, the million light show. Whoa, there's way more on this side. I decided to follow my son around because I had no idea where he was going. Found out there's a complete other side to this where everyone was sitting back on a wall and watching the rest of the show. Now this is probably the most famous room on the internet when it comes to this place. Covered in cherry blossom flowers everywhere. It's a little girl's dream.
Wow, flowers!
Next is the multi-exhibit area. I call it that because there's like 3 to 4 exhibits in this one area. There's the art table that's there in front of us, and then whatever the kids draw, you can scan it, and their drawings can actually be a part of the animation on the wall. Over here, it looks like they have another version of the Million Lights. And actually, I was wrong. It was actually another visual performance, and it changed into this. Now, this next room is actually the last one on my top 3. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a white room. And I guess it's just the open spaces that do it for me and the portraits alone. I loved it. There's nothing else for me to say. Now, this is everyone else's favorite. This robot can mimic animal-like tendencies and create things while drawing in the sand. There's an artist on the website of this place that you can look up, and he talks all about it. It's actually pretty amazing. This is the last exhibit that I'll show because right after this, my camera died. But this is called the Music Box. And this is one of the other symbolic exhibits here at the Mercer Labs. I hope you enjoy.